So it's Saturday morning. I've got my breakfast. I've got some eggs, a piece of cinnamon toast, and some yogurt with berries, and of course coffee. The day does not start until I've had multiple cups of coffee, so bear with me. And also my allergies have been going crazy because we're early days of spring and it's just out of control. But this weekend I kind of just want to relax. I want to get some writing done, so that's probably what I'll do after breakfast, and then maybe go out into the yard with my dog for a bit, maybe take her for a walk. I think that would be really nice. The weather's supposed to be really good. And then I also want to talk about the books that I read in March. We're at the tail end of March, and I've read some really good books, so I think a little later in the video I'll go over what I've been reading and what I'm currently reading. And then I also got some new clothes that maybe I could share. We're doing family photos, I think either today or tomorrow. And so I got a new dress for that, and I'm really excited because we haven't done photos in a while. Just me, my boyfriend, and our dog. But it would be really nice to have some updated photos. So that's what we're going to do this weekend. I think we're going to take those out in the yard because things are finally starting to grow and get a little bit more lush. Not quite as lush as I was hoping. There's not really a lot of flowers yet, but I still want the photos done. So that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. I thought I would take you along and just kind of have like a cozy, comforting weekend, writing, talking about books. But yeah, I'm gonna have my breakfast and then get started on the day. So I did not get off to an early start on writing today like I had hoped. After breakfast and taking my dog out and getting her breakfast, I got really tired and my allergies were just out of control. So I got back in bed and just read my book for a while. And now it's like 11 a.m. and I'm gonna give it a try. But I'm having a feeling I'm not gonna get too much writing done today, which is unfortunate because I'm super close. Like, I've made so much progress and I'm really excited to, get this out into the world, but you can't rush this kind of thing. So unfortunately, I don't know how much I'm gonna get done today. It's just one of those weekends and I'm feeling just insane burnout from work. My job has just been testing my patience lately and I am super tired and allergies are not helping that at all. So I don't know, I'm gonna try my best, and if I get stumped, I might just start working a little bit more on my spreadsheet of agents that I want to reach out to, because I feel like that's a really good resource to have readily available. So I'm gonna see how it goes. All I'm really working on is just this final scene that I want to add. I've done some major edits, and this is something I decided I wanted to put in the book after I went through all those edits. So I'm not sure if it's even gonna make its way into the book, but it's something that I'm playing around with and I just want to see how it goes. So I'm excited to finish it, but again, I'm not 100% sure if it's even going to make its way in. So I don't know, it's just kind of frustrating. I'm stuck in this scene. I can't really progress until I figure it out. So that's where I'm at with writing. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on this and then see what happens, but I really just want to spend the day relaxing and trying to ease my mind after working my awful job. Alright, so I did not get very much writing done. I'm just so tired. Honestly, on Saturdays, I'm usually exhausted after work and I just kind of need that day to do more resting, and then Sundays, usually I'm more productive, so hopefully I'll get some more writing done this weekend. But for now, I thought I would share the books that I've read in March. We are really coming into a close on March and I've read some pretty good books. But I guess I'll start with the book that I didn't like, which is Perfume. I've seen this shared so many times. I've seen it recommended so highly and I did not feel the same. I did not like this at all. Honestly, I don't like a lot of books written by men. I think I'm discovering that more and more every time I pick up a book written by a man. The book is about a serial killer who is driven purely by smell and scent alone. He has a supernatural sense of smell, and a lot of the descriptions are absolutely repulsive, which is fine. I was fine with that, but I didn't like the way it spoke about women. Like most books written by men, I feel that they always have to throw some kind of sexual element into it. The serial killer was not sexually attracted to any of his victims, yet the way that everyone else around him spoke about the victims was in a sexual way. I think that was the author's intention, but it still just didn't sit right with me. Then I also spoke about this book a little bit, but this is Boys Were Boys by Lauren Hollander. And Lauren is someone that I know through TikTok, and we've shared our writing back and forth, so it was really cool to see her publish a book. This is about one day over half the male population across the planet just disappears. No warning, no rapture, simply gone without a trace. The events that unfold over the following 3 months are told through the eyes of 5 different women across the world. So basically it's just ridding the world of all the bad men and how women can flourish in that scenario. I loved this. I thought this was really good. So definitely check this out. This is on Amazon and Kindle. And I'm always going to love a book with a feminist message. So up next is Graveyard Shift. This is a little novella. I also spoke about this one. And I did enjoy this. However, I felt kind of shorted by this. There just wasn't a lot to it. And so that was kind of confusing to me. I was like, where's the rest of the novel? I enjoyed the chapters individually, but as a whole, it just felt like something was missing. So I don't know. I personally, it would have been better if it was longer, but that's just my opinion. I read Legendborn, and I absolutely loved this. I have not read a YA book in years. I grew up reading YA. It shaped me as a reader, and so I have no idea why I thought that in my older age, I'm talking like I'm 75 years old, but as I've gotten older, I just felt I wouldn't resonate with a YA book, and I was completely wrong. All the books that I grew up loving, like The Hunger Games and Percy Jackson and A Series of Unfortunate Events, I just thought, those were for me as a teenager, and I don't know, this just didn't feel that way at all. It was such a great read. It's Knights of the Round Table meets modern times set in the South, and I absolutely love this. I've been looking for a fantasy read that I could just immerse myself into, and this was that. I really liked it, and I am almost done with the second book. I have less than 200 pages. I'm hoping I'll finish this over the weekend, but we'll see. And then I was reading a book called The Exorcism of the Fairies. This was an advanced reader copy. The author J.L. Vampa reached out to me on TikTok and asked if I wanted to read this, and she described it as a dark academia, horror, mythology kind of mix, and that just sounded so perfect for me. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure, exactly what to expect, but if you tell me it's dark academia with some, folklore mixed in, I'm intrigued, and the vibes were great. It was set in Ireland, and there was a little bit of romance, but it's about a student who is on the verge of losing her funding for school, and she grew up in a home of morticians, so she's very well versed on mortuary sciences, but her degree is in biology, and or no, it's in botany, sorry, not biology. And she becomes a teacher's aide for a professor at the college who actually does teach mortuary sciences, and they kind of team together to find out why there's a plague spreading across Ireland, and this plague is causing flora and fauna to grow inside of people and eventually kills them. And so they start to discover that it's actually fairies trying to leave their world and take over the human world. I thought it was an interesting concept and I really enjoyed it. So definitely check this out. This comes out in April. I believe April 22nd is when it's set to release. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it and I'm glad I took a chance on it. I've been reading this for a few months, The Women Who Run with the Wolves. I just like to read this when I need just a little bit of inspiration. I find I pick this up when I'm just kind of, I don't know, itching for some kind of message to just kind of lift my spirits a little bit or just make me feel inspired. There's a quote in this that I really, really love. So I'm from Vegas, born and raised in the desert, and I never really liked living in the desert. I always wanted to live somewhere more lush and beautiful and green. So I moved to Salt Lake in my early 20s, and I loved it. I thought it was very, very beautiful. You could go any direction and end up in a gorgeous, gorgeous scenery. And me and my boyfriend ended up moving back to the desert. We're now in southern Utah. We're living with his family, and I know it's only temporary, but it's been a hard adjustment being back in such a harsh desert with just a lot of dust and dirt and palm trees, and it really is uninspiring to me. We're lucky we have access to a really beautiful backyard that makes us feel like we're not even in the desert, but every time we leave home, it's just dirt and palm trees, and I don't know, for me it's depressing. And I read this quote in this book that really, really changed my mindset a little bit. She said, "The ancients called the desert the place of divine revelation, but for women there is much more to it than that. A desert is a place where life is very condensed. The roots of living things hold on to the last tear of water, and the flower hoards its moisture only by appearing in early morning and late afternoon. Life in the desert is small but brilliant, and most of what goes on underground. This is like the lives of many women." So that's just really been resonating with me, and anytime I feel like I just need a little bit of inspiration, I pick this back up and I'll read it, in the morning when I'm having my coffee or just any random time. But because it does kind of read like a textbook, it's not something that I'm really going to sit and read cover to cover, so I just kind of pick it up when I feel like I need it. That is what I've been reading this month. I'm really excited to finish the book that I'm reading, Bloodmarked, which is the second in the Legendborn series. I think I'm going to take a break before I move on to the third. I think next I'm going to read Boy Parts, and I think that's by Eliza Clark. I don't have it in front of me right now, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go relax some more and spend some time outside with my dog, and I'll check in soon. So I'm having dinner now, and I've made like my obsession meal that I keep making every week. It is pasta with, it's just cooked in cherry tomatoes, olive oil, garlic, basil, some spices like Italian seasoning, and red pepper, and I put lemon zest on it, and just some asparagus. But yeah, I took a shower. My allergies were really bad, so I took a Benadryl and then I just passed out. So I think I'm going to spend the rest of the night just watching Wheel of Time. That's what we've been watching lately. I'm just so exhausted, so I'll probably check in tomorrow. store to pick up groceries and ended up with another coffee, which is probably the last thing that I need, but whatever. But I thought I would share some new clothes that I got that I'm pretty excited about. I got this dress from Free People and it's so beautiful. I got it for our family photos because I wanted something that looked kind of like long and whimsical and kind of vintagey. And I thought this would be perfect for our vacation that's coming up soon. We're supposed to be going to Sweden around midsummer, and midsummer is all about just like long, white, flowy outfits. So I thought this was perfect, and I can try it on so you can see how it looks. It's so beautiful. And then I also got these shorts that I'm super excited about. I can never find shorts that fit me, and I don't have any currently that fit. They all are way too big in the waist or too tight in the butt that I can't even sit down. And these are from Abercrombie. They're the Curve Love shorts. So because my waist and my butt are a totally different size, these are perfect because they have 2 extra inches in the butt area. So they fit perfectly. So I highly recommend these if you're also in between sizes like that. So yeah, I'll try these on too so you can see. It's getting hot here. In the summer it gets to be like 110, so I needed some shirts for the summer. So I got this, and I just thought it was really cute. I don't have a ton of like summery shirts, so I just need like a few warm weather pieces. We lived in Salt Lake for a long time, and it's winter there for like 7 months and really cold, so I just don't have like a good collection of summer tops, so I thought this was super cute. And I don't normally get so many things at once, but weather's changing, everything's changing. These I thought were so cute. I've been wanting some tall boots for a while in like a tan color, and these were on sale because fall is over now, from Dolce Vita. And I thought these were so beautiful, and I think they'll look perfect with that white dress for our photos. And I also thought, like, yes, they're perfect for fall, but I also think they'll be really, really cute in spring because they're kind of like that nice light brown color, so kind of a transitional color, so I'll still be able to get some wear out of them until it gets too hot, and then in fall I think I'll be living in these. So yeah, that's what I got, and I can show you. Here is the dress. I absolutely love it. I love the sleeves. I also kind of like wearing them like this. I don't know. And then I don't know if you can see the boots. Also, it has pockets, so it's always a benefit. I'm gonna try to stand back here. Yeah. I did have to put a slip on underneath because it is a little bit see-through, which it's a white dress, like, what do you expect? I don't know, but I love it. I'm so excited. So here is the top and the shorts. I love these. They fit so good. Like, in the waistband, they're still like breathable, like a little loose, but not like they're falling off, which is usually the case with shorts. If I can get my butt in, then the waist is huge. So these are so nice. I usually think shorts are like the worst part of summer. I cannot sit down in them. They ride up. They're awful, so I'm really excited. I found some. If you know of any that fit like the Curve Love brand, where there's extra room in the butt, please let me know. I'm super curious. I'm always looking for new options because I just have never had any options. So yeah. Anyway, I'm really happy with them. I think I'm gonna end the video here. We're still thinking about doing our family photos tonight, but I don't know if we're going to record that. Just, you know, want to spend time together without having the pressure of the video camera on us. So I think I'm gonna end it here, and I just got these absolutely gorgeous oracle cards. I love tarot cards, but I haven't had oracle cards, so I think I'm gonna end it with pulling a card. And look how beautiful these are. Like, these are so stunning. Let me find some cute ones. Like this little skunk. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull one of these, and then I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the day reading. Like I said, maybe doing the photos that we're gonna do, and then White Lotuses tonight, so I'm really excited to watch that. Let's see what the vibe of the upcoming week is going to be. Ooh. The moth and the eucalyptus, which says it represents an ending, and that's kind of perfect as I'm ending this video, but let's see what it means. I just got these, so I really don't know what all the meanings are yet. Number 13, for a reason. It mirrors the meaning of the death card in a traditional tarot deck. The death card rarely indicates literal death, but rather marks an ending of some kind and provides us with the knowledge and power to let go. The moth shown here is the death head hawk moth, named for its unique skull-like marking on its back. The death's head is nocturnal, and like all moths, it flies towards the light. Eucalyptus is a symbol of protection, as the oil from this plant can be used to guard against and soothe a variety of ailments. When you pull it upright, it means an ending is imminent. This could mean the end of a relationship, a hobby or interest, a job, or any number of things. While endings sometimes mark loss, they don't always, and even if we do experience grief, we have the power to emerge from it with a better understanding of ourselves. So I will be thinking about that this week as I go into the work week. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay positive through my 9 to 5, and I'm thinking about ending that job all the time, but you know, I'm doing my best. So anyway, I'll leave you here and have a great week, and thank you for spending time with me.